What if for just the whole video I just sip my coffee? That would be really okay. So it's been a minute since my last video blog, and I apologize for that, but I have been living the European life, and that just does not allow time for video blogs. / I forgot about them. Oh well. Anyway, it is October. Wow, it's been a minute. I got out my planner to see. I was like, what is the last thing I talked about? And I think I was going to the ice bar the night that I did my last video blog. It's 19th. It is October the 19th, a Tuesday. We are going to see Passion, the Sondheim musical, tonight. I'm really, really excited. It's my first musical since I've been here. That's kind of sad, but I've been trying to see other stuff. But I know the only musicals I'm planning on seeing while I'm here are Billy Elliot and Les Mis, and maybe Phantom of the Opera because I've never seen it. Thanks, Mom, for letting me choose as a 10-year-old to see Saturday Night Fever instead of Phantom of the Opera. That was a wise choice. Love you, Mom. Anyway, let's see. So the ice bar was amazing, awesome. Look at I have a few pictures, but my camera kind of stinks. So, but other people have really cool pictures from it. But it was everything was ice. It was so amazing. It was totally worth it. We were only allowed to stay in there for like 45 minutes, but honestly, I mean, I could have stayed in there longer, but you don't really want to because it's so cold. And then let's see, we had a day trip to Canterbury and Dover, saw the White Cliffs of Dover, and that was fun. It was cool. We saw the Canterbury Cathedral. It was a nice day trip. I didn't really know much about that stuff. People never read the Canterbury Tales, nor have I really heard about. I mean, I've heard of the White Cliffs of Dover, but I didn't really. So like, they didn't really hold much significance for me. But I learned about them now, so. You know, got the Archbishop of Canterbury and that whole shenanigans. Friday night we went to Yo Sushi. We went out to eat for like the second time here. And we went to Yo Sushi, and they have sushi on conveyor belts, which is apparently like just really common here. Because they have them in Germany too, which I'll tell you about because I went to Germany. Blah! But anyway, that was fun. It's like tempting though, because like you see the stuff pass and you're like, oh, do I want that one, do I want that one, that one. But we did good. And then we had hot sake. Not that great, I'm going to be honest. Then we went out. We went to Freud, which is this bar over near the Covent Garden area. And it's like basically like a genius bar. Like you're like, oh, Freud, yeah, haha, that's, you know, where the geniuses hang out. But no, like for real, everyone that goes there is really smart. But that was interesting. And then we were trying to find somewhere else to go, but all the pubs close early, and then it turns into nightclubs. And I was cheap and didn't want to spend any money to get in. So we wandered around for a while, but we met a lot of people on the streets, and it was an eventful but a non-eventful night. And, but it was a fun night. I had fun. And then we went, the next night we just like, what did I do during the days? I can't even remember. Oh, this was market weekend. We went to Notting Hill, and I was trying to find all the sites from the movie, but I couldn't find anything. So I'm going to have to go back and research and find the actual sites. But we went to Portobello Market, which is just this like huge market. But I was so tired after the night before because we got back kind of late. And I wasn't feeling like 100%. So it was kind of overwhelming. So I want to go back and do that when I'm in a mood. But it was cool and fun, and it was neat to see that area of town, and there were so many people. I took pictures. I need to put them up on Facebook. And then the next day we went to like these other markets, Spittlegate, and those were, I like those markets a whole lot, and they had a lot of clothes and a lot of, I bought a dress for £15, and it's really cute. And then we found like a flea market, and then we found this whole like, street of thrift stores, like vintage stores, and they were so cool. I want to go back again because they have one place where everything is 10 pounds. Like, well, downstairs everything is 10 pounds. And I almost got one blazer, and then I put it back because Chelsea was like, well, it's a little long on you. And then this girl goes and picks it up, and I was like, and it looked great on her. Probably looked better on her than on me. Doubt it. Just kidding. Maybe it did. She was taller. Anyway, then we went to see Danton's death at the National. I'm looking at my planner. Really organized. Went to see Danton's death at the National Theater. I mean, it was about French Revolution. To me, everything was kind of overacted. I would have rather watched Les Mis. Then what else did we do? We went to the Tate Modern at some point that week. I can't remember what day. But saw some cool stuff. Saw some Pollock. Saw some Warhol, Monet, Degas, Dali. We didn't see any Degas. No, we didn't see any Degas. Sorry, that was at the National Gallery, which was really cool. I don't know if I talked about that. And then we saw in the National Portrait Gallery. Did I talk about this? Where there was an exhibit on England and on like Londoners who moved to New York. I think I did. And Tate Modern. Oh, but there was this whole exhibit on this guy named Gerard Richter, and it was like he's still living and working in Cologne. And I was like, I'm going to Cologne, Lily, and I took a picture. And then I get to Germany. P.S. I went to Cologne on Friday, and I'm telling Lily about the exhibit, and she was like, "Oh yeah, he's famous. He's really famous here. He actually designed a stained glass window in the Cologne Cathedral, which is like the main attraction / most not significant, but stands out the most. I can't think of it. But anyway, most recognizable point in Cologne, and it's actually like really controversial because it's like the only modern window there. So I was like, oh, it's so cool how like things like connect, and that's what like some of my favorite things is like when you go to an art gallery and you see like, oh, this was based on Shakespeare's this and so, and then like you go to that, and then like all of a sudden like we're at the we went to a dance company, Candico Dance Company, and it was a mixture of disabled and non-disabled dancers. And so like there was a girl with like two I'm losing words. Fake legs. What are the words? Prosthetic legs. One with a prosthetic arm, and there was a guy with like palsy, and they were like so amazing. Like it was like you forgot, and like in the third piece it was 3 pieces, 3 different choreographers, and the third piece was an adaptation of Shakespeare's The Tempest. And so it's just crazy how like everything intertwines, like all of these arts are building and learning off of each other, and it's just really cool. Anyway, but yeah, I went to see that on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And then saw Death Trap at the Noel Coward Theater. So it was a lot of fun. It was just a really fun show. It had Simon Russell Beale and Jonathan Groff, and Simon Russell Beale, amazing, so funny, so great. And it was just a fun show. It was a good production. Very controversial in class, but I think they were trying to make it that way, but still it got people kind of like intense because people were like defending it and going against it, and like its significance in the theater and like how commercial theater is heading. Anyway, it was an intense class the next day. And then I went to see this mass production with Courtney called Nursing Lives. not that great. Realized it was for kids, but even like some of the jokes were just so base that, like, even the kids weren't laughing. It was like us 4 people in a school group, so that wasn't interesting. But I'd never seen an all mass production, so that was cool. So it had its ups and its downs. And then that night I went to see 921 to Shrub Hill with Caroline. Really, really cool. A lot of physical theater. There was some puppetry, and it was just really neat. It was just like, it was well done. It was really well done. Cried a couple of times. It was kind of like the As We Once Were, Now We Shall Be, whatever that title is, but a little more emotionally charged. Less funny, but more emotionally charged. But it was really good. And then I went to Cologne, and that's going to have to be a new video blog. I'll tell you about Cologne in a second.